Okay, all right. It's about time. May we speak English small, Abby? It's about time. Small farmers. Small farmers. What is our response to small farmers called? That's right. Smart farmers. Smart farmers. Are we ready for today?
Yes.
Who they mimic my voice?
I said yes.
Oh, for it has to be you now. It has to be you. Anyway, so it's another day and we're still back on the vertical farming. Who's excited? And our lovely Agrivesters out there, like you already know, welcome back to Agrivest Reality TV Challenge, where agriculture meets innovation, creativity, and technology. And today we're back again to complete what we have started yesterday, Lessons 101 on vertical farming. So I hope you all are ready with your books and your pen to pick all that you need to be smart farmers. Yes. So without further ado, because we're a little bit behind schedule, I'd like to call on Dr. Yahya, our in-house resource person, to take us through another important section of our vertical farming. Thank you. So give it up, small farmers, for Dr. Yahya.
Something to run away from. Actually, we must learn. We started something very, very important yesterday. I think we need to have a little recap of what we did, right? So that we will add to it. Okay, so how many of us here? I'm sure we are 19. Okay, so how do we do it? Yes, you want to say something? Okay. No, before we go to that, I want us to have a little or small groups. Group of 3, when we have groups of 3, how many groups shall we have? 6 groups. So that we can get things arranged, okay? So that it's not everybody that, or maybe that group can tell us what they understood, okay? So can we pair ourselves in 3? No. One group, I need groups of 3s. No problem. Or if anybody wanted, he can be on his own. Okay? Okay, do you do that? Good. Yes. So, no. Just know yourselves. Okay. Okay. So, who is to talk for each group? Who is talking for? Select someone to talk on your behalf. Just tell us what you understood yesterday, what we discussed. Remember, we just want to recap. Maybe our viewers may not have known what we are talking about. From your recap, a viewer who just joined us will be able to know, to catch up with what we did yesterday, right? Can we start? Okay, first group here. Who is going to talk?
All right. Good morning, smart farmers. Okay, yesterday we discussed about vertical farming, where we said that vertical farming, also known as urban farming, what we talk about is the systematized way of farming that is arranged in an orderly manner. We went ahead to talk about the techniques in vertical farming, which we talk about the nutrient film, deep water, wick system, and the rest. We also go ahead to talk about the categories in urban farming. Then we talk about the organic way to get herbicides, you understand, to use to control weed and insecticide. When we talk about the garlic, ginger, and the rest, that's the whole recap of what we did yesterday.
Good day, smart farmers. Good day, Dr. Yahya. Good day, viewers. My name is Ahmad Salis Waziri from Kaduna State. Yesterday we talked about vertical farming, where we learned that in a very small occupied space, you can modify the space and involve in vertical farming, that you can farm vertically. They show us some examples where flower pots have been used in pipes to plant. Different types of modern irrigations have been showed, and modern way to control your pests and diseases organically, isn't it? Organically, where you can use natural resources to produce herbicides and medicines for disease and pests. I think that's it.
My name is Zachary Suleiman Enagi. I'm from Niger State. Yesterday we talked about vertical farming, what vertical farming is all about. We also talked about the instruments used in making vertical farming, and also we can use a small space for vertical farming, the impact of vertical farming, and also we... Okay. Okay, we also talked about the impacts of vertical farming and how to address some issues in vertical farming, and also vertical farming is for everybody to practice. Either you have money or you don't have money, you can use your own initiative to make vertical farming in your own localities. And also, okay.
Okay. Good afternoon, Doctor. My name is Farmer Emmanuel Inhezo from Imo State. Yesterday we introduced vertical farming, which you said is a modern way of farming indoor techniques. Okay. The anatomy of vertical farming. with a structure where you introduce your solar, your rain drop, the rain harvest, the hydroponics, and I think there's one thing. Wind yeah, windmill, yeah. Wind turbine. Yeah. So you went on to list the types of vertical farming, where you bring in the hydroponic canals. Okay.
Okay, I want to take time from the fact that we said that vertical farming was going to address the sustainable development goals, like zero hunger, creating decent jobs, fossil fuels, reducing the impact of fossil fuels, having food all year round, and all of that. We also talked about the types of vertical farming, like deep water culture, aeroponics, and the rest of that. So they basically said everything else.
Okay. Good afternoon. I'm Mercy Knowledge of Peter. So yesterday, after elaborating on vertical farming, everything that concerns the advantages, we looked at the disadvantages of using harsh chemicals that inversely affect our health. So it is advised for us to dive into organic remedies in making crop care to control pests and insects. So we got to understand that you can actually create an organic pesticides from natural produce around us, such as the basil leaves. You can use your soap solution, the neem, and all of that to control, which can sustain you for 3 months. Yeah, thank you.
It's 3-3.
Okay. Every group has spoken?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Today we are going to add on what we said yesterday. Today I'm going to show you some of the simple examples I mentioned yesterday, so that at least you recall what I said yesterday about how in some advanced countries they use their balconies or corridors, backyard, or space within their houses to do something. So we're going to also use show you that, and then the simple tools that you could use. Some of them we must have used them at home and they look useless, but we can convert them to something useful. So that's what we're going to be checking. All right? So but before just like I said, I'm going to just show you some pictures so that you appreciate what happens. But before I make the presentation, some of the pictures weren't original, so I need to acknowledge where I got it. I got it from the Google. So thank you, Google, for giving us the picture. I just downloaded it on the internet so that you'll be able to see the examples there. Some which are ours exclusively, I will try to indicate that one, but most of the pictures I got it from, I Googled them out so that I'll be able to give you the example. So, yes. Okay. So you can see this is a building. Okay? It's a building. maybe a residential area, maybe an office. You can see all plants on the windows aligned. And all these are useful crops. So they don't waste space. This is one big example in urban farming. Okay? All they need to do is to open their window, open their corridor there and pick up what they wanted. This is how it looks like in some of the advanced countries. And we have also another example like this. Can you see? This is what they use. This is how they do it. Okay? Now they are maximizing space. Maybe some countries where they don't have farmlands, this is what they are doing. And this is, you control it very much so that you know what you are eating. Because if you buy things mostly in the market, you don't know how, most people will not tell you how they produce it. So people who want to eat organic foods do it this way so that they know exactly what they are eating, okay? So, but it's also helping to produce more food, isn't it? And some of the foods produced urban-wise is even more than the quantities they produce in the farmlands nowadays because of the new innovation coming up, okay? So also see another building, I'm telling you, can you see? You can count how many story buildings these ones are, okay? Well, you can see in each, do you call it balcony or frontage? You can see plants there, and they are all useful plants, okay? So also at backyards, can you see? Very simple, you just get some woods and then make some squares and put sand in there and plant whatever you want around in your backyard. Okay, if it is like combined housing where there are maybe neighbors in it, you can use the space, each neighbor can produce their own. Or if it is only your house, the family can come and do something like this. Okay? So I know most of you who stays in quarters like police quarters, universities, barracks, something like that, they have most of these kind of farms behind their houses, isn't it? So also we have these sort of examples you can see. It's only some woods they use. They just put woods and put sand in there and they grow so many things. These are the examples we were saying yesterday, right? Okay? Again, even on the wall, okay, even in villages, there is no need for you to go far away. The demarcation you have, you can put, can you see the pipes? You can see the pipe, you can see cabbage, you can see lettuce, you can see other crops on the pipes. And you control the water. All the pipes were connected with water source. All you need to do when you want to water, just open the water system, it will just wet it and you put it up. Okay? You can do this in time. Very easy. Okay? Yes. Yeah, you can buy it. No, they are not the usual pipes, you know. Yes, for this, exactly, yes. Or maybe some old pipes where someone used and then you can just connect them and do it, okay? But yes. Yeah, you can put soil inside pipe now, isn't it? Yes. You can raise the pipe like this and put soil in. You can put it this way and make holes and put things in there. So there are smaller pipes inside that has pores where when you open the water will wet the soil in there. And when you want to put nutrients, you put the nutrients through the water so that as it goes, the water that is coming is still giving nutrients. And those nutrients are usually liquid nutrients, maybe organic fertilizer. So you can see how this is very easy. Yeah? You plant. There is a hole where you plant the seed, or in the cups, just like we said yesterday. These disposable cups or rubber cups, you can just put some holes on it and then put soil in and put it in there. Okay? Yes, sir.
From this
yes.
You saw how the irrigation is.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So can you do the irrigation manually using your hose to spray on the...
Yeah, if it is not too much, you can even use cup and then be putting the water. At least you're controlling the water. It's not necessary you connect water in there, but you can still put the water manually. Yes. Yes, you wanted to say something? Give her the mic.
So the insects that normally eat up the plants, what about this one that you plant in this pipe?
Yeah, yesterday we talked about the insecticides.
Yes.
Once you see them, you can use it and spray them.
Okay,
And
okay.
off you go. Yeah?
Okay.
I think it's clear. Thank you. Can we move forward or you have more questions?
Yes.
Yes? Give her the mic.
Sir, you said you can control the water through this pipe.
Yes.
So, and still the soil is still inside this pipe.
Yes.
Is it, the water, is it flowing through the pipe?
No, no. You see, where the soil is different from where the water. The water, as it is coming, is dripping.
Okay.
Okay? It's not as if, and then you can control it. If I want to put water to only this row, there is where I can lock it up, lock other places, and only this place will get water. And I know the quantity of water I'm pushing. You can be able to monitor it. Okay?
Yes. And the pipe, is it meant for the plant or is an ordinary pipe like?
It's ordinary pipe. Ordinary pipes we use in plumbing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's ordinary pipe. All you need to do is just to transform it the way you want it. Okay? And I think I will share with you some videos. You see some simple techniques they do. Also, we appreciate the company to do that. Okay? So, again, see this one. This one looks like a greenhouse. But this one, usually they use containers or they use a building, but they make sure that there is sunlight that coming in. Some containers, they provide kind of lighting that we need to study that also and see which kind of lighting is equal to sun so that we'll be able to do. So see them like shelves. And all these, horizontally, there are pipes that these things are hung on. So that, and the water is controlled accordingly. Yesterday I showed you there are, you can put a computer that will be determining the moisture. There is going to be a sensor that if that place is well dry, the computer will trick, and so place is dry, you can just put water exactly to that point. So you use a lot of technology in advanced countries where they want to produce this. So also we can try, isn't it? Yeah, so it's just like that. So again, in a conventional way, see how we can do. Instead of the flowers we have, which are useless, we can transform our flower pots into useful pots for plants. That we can grow so many things in here. Okay? Are we together?
Yes.
Smart farmers.
Yes.
Okay. Again, I just want to share with you. This is a picture. You can see it's not even pot, nothing. It's just used sack. Either cement sack, semovita, flour sack, and sugar sack or rice sack. Okay? So we just put the soil, but mind you, there is a way you mix the soil. Yeah, when you go on the academy, they will show you the variation, how you mix the soil, the percentage of mixing the soil and the organic fertilizer, organic manure, and other things. That will make the type. It depends on the type of plant you want to put in there, so that you know exactly what you do. And usually tomatoes, you have to control the water. There is a way you water tomato. Okay? Tomato, you don't water it every day. No, you have to water it, you wait until it is dry, and then you put it on demand. And if you put too much water to it, it will keep on growing without these fruits. Okay, so there is a way. Every plant, you have to understudy it and know exactly its requirements. Okay? So this is just an example. You can see how beautiful. Now if you take only this is enough for you in the house. Sure. What of the remaining? Sell it out. Nice. Are we in business?
Yes.
Yes. So that's it. So this is a cucumber. Can you see locally this bamboos or something? You just put something and then you put it to hang on. This, if it is strong, the cucumber will grow and then hang on this. You understand? So this is how it is. This is also pipes. Can you see pipes?
Yes.
Used for so many things, it's just in a stylistic way, something like that. Okay? So nice looking. So we can do a lot of things. When you get back, start something. Okay? Again, these are the simple tools you use. I don't think there is a house where you don't have either of this or all of this. You see? Instead of you to throw it away, you can convert I think there is a video here will show you how they use one of these or two of these, and you will see how they transform it into. You only need a scissors or small knife and cutting, and so beautifully done. Okay. So that is one part of the presentation. I will not do it now until we check the videos, and also we need to acknowledge the videos from where we call it. Just they are promotional, but we're going to show it here just for educational purpose. And we have to appreciate those who shared the video on that one. So let me see if we can have that done, okay? So as we are doing it, I'm trying to get the video now while you can maybe entertain some questions or some input, what they have seen now and what they are thinking about.
Okay, so where do we start from? You know, most of the time, I'm like in and out to be sure that you guys are okay. So right now, educate me. And also, my lovely Agrivesters out there. So somebody, introduce me to vertical farming. Introduce me to vertical farming. Yes, please. Do you want to go first?
Okay, vertical farming is.
Oh, by the way, if you convince me, I might just squeeze out some points for you. You know how we do it.
I should convince you, huh?
Convince me.
Business, huh?
Yes, please. Introduce me to vertical farming. No. You go use English, wound me. Do I want to follow enter dictionary self? You break it down.
Good afternoon, Miss Honey.
Yes, please.
My name is Consultant Farmer Emmanuel Chima Ihezo.
I'm not sure you're carrying my audience along.
My name is Consultant Farmer Emmanuel Chima Ihezo.
Okay.
I'm a farmer and agricultural business consultant. I'm introducing vertical farming to you. First, you need to know what is vertical farming. Vertical farming is a modern way of farming, which is mainly done indoors with your small containers, your small space, using your pipes, using your sack, using your I think I mentioned containers and your van to farm your vegetables and other simple crops, other basic crops. Why do I want you to invest in vertical farming? So that you can be able to start from your home. How many children? Okay, you're a miss. You don't have children yet. Okay. So since you're a miss.
I have plenty children.
Okay, have plenty
Some
children.
of them are right here.
Okay, since you have a hair, smart farmers,
children.
you need to make sure you provide food for them. And you want that food to be healthy. Now remember, this vertical farming comes with a technique where you can actually control pests and diseases by introducing organic, starting from the manure to the insecticide you are using. Now you can bring in, okay, let me go back to the anatomy of vertical farming, where you can get a picture of a farm that is set up like a box, like a cupboard, set up a cupboard. Then at the top of this farm, you have your solar, where you get some energy to power the electricity, the lights, then the wind van to power the lights, then where you harvest your rain to water your farm, then you put your farm down, which is the hydroponic.
Hydro what?
Hydroponic, where you use water to farm instead of using soil. You use water to farm, to plant your vegetables. And
you need help? You need someone to continue?
Yeah, then we have we have the drip line.
What's a drip line?
Drip line is where is mainly used in irrigation. It's called an irrigation system of farming where when you use it during maybe during the dry season, you allow the water to drop directly where your plants are.
Oh,
Yeah.
saves water. And
Yeah, it saves you water, and it saves you water. It drops water directly to your plant. Okay.
We're good?
Okay.
Okay. Thank
Thank you
you.
very much, sir.
Okay. So I want you to just watch this. Okay, this is how to grow carrot in the house. Can you see?
But we need to appreciate them again.
Are you seeing it? Yes. So you see, one thing is you have to prepare the soil too. Okay, so this one you have to learn the proportion of how you mix the soil and the organic manure and all that it requires. And usually the sand should be a little bit brittle or sandy so that you know you are after the carrot in there. If it is too strong, okay, it will not grow. Yeah. So but if it is if the root can expand it, then the carrot you see it big and nice. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Yes. So, can you see all these are locally used items? Okay. You can see these are even plastic. But make sure so that it cannot be waterlogged. Okay, punch. So that you provide air. Are you beginning to see how easy this thing is? Okay. So you just put the seeds in there. Okay. Just using your hand. Okay. So put it. Yes. No, nothing. Yeah, every plant has seeds, but you can grow them without the seeds. You can cut off the top and put it in water. When the root starts coming in, you can transplant it. Okay. So just can you see so many? So it's so little. When they come out, you can thin them. You can remove the ones so that you provide space, because if they are junked in one place, it will not be big. Yeah, so you have to keep space. Okay. Good. So you can see this. This is ready. Just put. It will put some water now. Yeah, just. So for the seed to germinate, right? So after
6 days.
You see, they've started coming out, right? Maybe you pick the soil from the farm.
7 days.
So can you see? You are taking note of that?
Yes.
So 13 days. So if there are some grasses in there, you pick out the grasses. Okay? So the carrot has, you can see, picking out the unwanted grasses, or maybe you can thin them. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
You put it in another place.
If you produce, if you thin it, it will give you good, bigger carrots, right? But if they are chopped in one place, there is going to be congestion and you may not get the size you wanted. No, you can throw them away since so
35 days.
So 35 days. Are you noting that?
Yes.
So you can remove the carrots as at when you desire, when they are mature. 35 days, if you remove them, they will look a bit smaller, but maybe, you see, 43 days, they are getting bigger. So the more you leave them, the more bigger they become, isn't it? So you can decide to remove them anytime you wish. So what is he adding?
Soil top.
And you know the soil topping up is including what? Organic manure. Yeah, so as much as you add manure, it will also help the plant to grow better. Right? Yes. So now 55 days. Can you see how it is? Can you see how bigger they are becoming? Can you see? 79 days. So 79 days, how many weeks? Quickly now, you are mathematicians now. 79 days, how many weeks?
7 weeks.
79 divided.
2 months and 3 weeks.
Huh?
1 week.
Good. Okay. Okay, so because you have to note that is very important. Okay, 90
3
days.
months.
3 months. Okay. So, can you see? "90 days. So even before that time, you can remove them, but they will be, you know, some people like those tiny carrots. So you can, yeah. So that's it. So, those who grow zomai, you know zomai? Rabbit. Okay? So, this is for this. Let's quickly check another one. Let's quickly look at onions. They are just like carrots. Okay, same technique. For onions, require more water than the carrot. Okay, but let's look at the cabbage. This one is so this is for cabbage. He's just starting from behind, but he will show you how it is. Can you see what I was telling you yesterday? That you can use this one and hang it anywhere. Now, if you are to plant this on a surface, it may have covered around like about 14 by 14 something. But you can see this one, as they are hanging, you can hang them in a small place, standing, and you can have a lot. It also has seeds. This is where, what he's doing is called nursery. When they grow, he will remove them and transplant them onto that, use plastic jugs, is it gallons or what do we call them? Okay? So this is how he cuts it. It's just a simple technique just for you to see. So he is making holes so that he will be able to hang them on that wood that he's going to put them vertically, right? So you can do that. You can use also some wire and hang it over the wall or on a tree. Yeah, yeah. You have to create holes so that it will not be waterlogged. Yes, you see, just tie them on the on the plank, and he just put them over the wall. Simple and clear. You see?
Business.
Okay. So this, he's going to fill them up with soil, prepared soil. Okay.
Yes.
His soil is ready. He's going to put them in. Okay, as you are watching this one, you know interlocking tiles.
Yes.
Your common interlocking tiles. If you are sure the interlocking tile in your house doesn't have cement, that concrete under it is soil up there, you can provide nutrients. You can put the seeds of this cabbage in between interlocking tiles. And as you can see, after 7 he's transplanting. Okay, you can still do same thing if your interlocking tile has space. You can bore holes and put them in there, and every day you can just run water. Okay.
No water.
No, just water. Already the soil have mixed up organic manure. Okay, just be watching the timeline. After 10 days, okay?
This one fast.
Very sweet.
That's 17 days.
We are not yet there. They will start producing the balls now. 75 days.
Wow.
75 days, how many weeks?
Less than 3 weeks.
Okay. So 2 months and 2.5 months. 2.5 months. Already the balls are there, isn't it? So it's ready for harvest. Let's anytime you can do it. Anytime. How much do they sell it now in the market?
700.
Eh?
700.
For a year.
Yes. 700.
You see?
This one now, 700.
For one.
For outside, they sell 300, 400.
Okay. So these are just these few ones. Maybe as you go, you can also Google more videos and learn a lot of things out of it. But one thing they don't show you on the videos is the preparation of the soil, which is very important. So only you can get that from experts. And once you know it, you can become experts. And we promise to provide you with such information so that you'll be good. Yeah, you know what to do. Also, anytime you have requests for the seeds, contact Agrivest. Agrivest will give you the seeds so that you start with it. Okay? So, some other techniques, I think you can do it yourself. In every household, you have these unused items. And you can just go to a market and buy them and then come and start. Start small. Thank you very much. Smart farmers.
Yes.
Farm money.
Okay, let's move on to other. Let's complete our other presentation. Okay, I'm sure we are here. Smart farmers. I'm sure we stopped here when we watched the videos, how these things are being used, okay? But again, we will move into another discussion now. Yesterday I asked you, who amongst you are business oriented? Yes. Okay? So we shall be looking at that now. These in-house lectures we are giving you, it is only you who needs not to grow that you will not grow. But I know, I'm very sure, if you do justice for us, you have learned a lot of things that you can be on your own and do a lot of business, and you can train others, right? Yes, smart farmers, am I correct? Yes, sir. Yes. So setting business hubs. Set a very attractive business name. In business, set attractive name. You see, for instance, if I want to say, I'm just thinking of name. Yes, if I want to say class, okay? Who can spell class for me? Yeah. Eh? No, say it so that viewers will hear you. Okay. If you put it, everybody knows class, isn't it? Yeah. It might be a classroom, it might be a status of someone, whatever, right? But if you put K-L-A-S-S, it's still class, isn't it? Yeah. But it's an attractive name that, why do they put K instead of C? Everybody who is passing will say, C class. What does he, did he really go to school or what? So that name alone can be attracting people. So if you want to put your business name, use an attractive name. Only the name can draw the attention of passerbys by your business place, okay? So get registered with Corporate Affairs Commission. It takes 5 days to complete registration of a business name, okay? Ask them, they will tell you in 5 days you can get business name. You start from there. It is when you grow bigger, then you want to transform it to a company. But business names last, the minimum you get is within 5 days. Get that name, okay? And I will encourage you that anytime you're doing a business, get a partner. Share your philosophy of business with a partner. You know, human beings, also, we can fall sick, isn't it? And then maybe an opportunity will come like this that you leave and you go, but your partner will be minding the business there for you, isn't it? Yes. So like you go for training or you travel somewhere, at least your business should not stop because you are not there. So it is always good to have a partner, okay? For me, those who have husbands, draw your husband to your business. Or those of you who have wives, draw your wives to your business. And then it's important you have someone who will also likely invest in that so that you'll be able to grow. God forbid, if someone dies, the business should continue, okay? So that maybe your children will be able to inherit that. That is how business starts. So ensure that you get someone who is a partner to your business, always. So that for the business to be sustainable. Are we together? Yes. Now, get a stand or a shop, however you want it. Okay, some can do their business in-house and only tell people, you are very good in what? In social media. Use the social media wisely. Many of you I know, most especially the female folks, you sell jewelry, you sell a lot of online. And we see you transforming. With these dispatchers, you can dispatch a lot of things like this. So you are very good on social media. So promote your business through the social media, which is very important. And then we Agrivest support value chain, okay? Meaning that it's not only when you, for instance, you don't need to only say, okay, I'm producing carrot or cabbage or whatever. Maybe you can have someone who always use the products you use. Link up to that person or train someone on how to convert that to the finished product. For instance, if you can train someone to become someone who produce like salad, okay? You can open a small salad shop. You see, don't you see some people moving with wheelbarrows, with salads there, and the people stop them and buy. Even though that is not hygienic, so to say, but if you can have stalls, you see some people will have small vehicle with popcorns in it and shawarma, something like that. Why don't we do such things? You see, sometimes when you're on your own, it is when you arrive, people look at you. Okay? But no matter how you feel you are and sit in one place without money in your pocket, it's something else. So let us try to be creative in what we do. Okay? When you check other developed countries, you see a shop where someone sells tea. It's a very nice, cozy place where you can come, please, I need some tea, and they give you a cup of tea and you move. But in our own context here, if you see Meshai, you think he's a useless guy. But he's not. When they transform their shy place, their tea place to a standard place, okay, they just do some packaging. People will be waiting there to buy teas, isn't it? So everything we do, we package it very well. You understand? Packaging is very important. Okay? So I think these are things that we want to share with you so that you start thinking. Even if you cannot be doing that thing, empower some people, give them some resources, and become the CEO of your company. You can have... You understand? Train others. Give them the philosophy. Tell them that we grow together. And you provide them with a small funding, and you monitor them, and you bring the customers to them. And before you know, they will start saying, Alaji, madam, this. Smart farmers, are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. So, okay, I think this is very important for us to note. I believe by the time you get out of this place, you're already made. We will have to begin seeing changes. Let me tell you, those who went out before you, some of them have already gone far. Do you know that? We received some information from them. They even show videos to us that they have already gone far. Yes. Now they have been, I'm sure they have been together with you. Every day they see what is happening here. They are not missing out because they are watching also. So let us all grow together. I'm sure you're going to make Nigeria proud. Yes. Smart farmers. Okay. So we're going to look at another presentation. This also came from the company that helped us to produce that presentation we did yesterday. They also help us in, so you see, sometimes you may produce some goods and you don't have market, or there are much that you need to store them so that people will buy, okay? So there are effective ways for vegetable storage, which they don't perish when you keep them in such conditions. So we're going to look at some of them and then see what we may get out of it, okay? So, what is storage? What is storage? Can you read it for us? No, read it from there.
Okay, storage in farming or gardening can be referred to as the phase of post-harvest system, during which the products are kept in such a way as to guarantee food security other than during the periods of agricultural production.
Yes.
The main goal of storage is to control the rate of transpiration, respiration, disease, and insect or pest infestation. Harvesting at proper maturity, post-harvest, disease control, atmospheric regulation, chemical treatment, irradiation, refrigeration, and control, and modified environments can extend storage life.
Okay, thank you very much. You heard him right? Keep it there. Okay, so this is all about storage. There are a lot of things to consider when storing this. Thing is about environment, about infestation by insects, about the refrigeration, whatever, so that you can keep them at their most before you sell them out or before you use them. Okay? So this is also another area that we must know, because if we don't know, whatever we do, we invested in, we will lose them. Okay? So we need to learn. Some kind of storages are you dry things. Okay, for instance, those who grow pepper and tomatoes, okay, you dry them. Here in Nigeria, we usually don't get onion powder. But in some other countries, they do massive production of onion and they transform them into powder. And so once you put them in food, they are still onion, okay? So, but maybe the technology will be coming very soon so that we know how to do that, so that we doesn't lose onion. Our onion, we keep on keeping it in an aerated place, but some of them spoil. But in those countries who are advanced in production of onion powder, the moment they harvest them, they transform them into powder, okay, by some techniques. You can also research and find out such techniques. Maybe from you, we can begin to see that in Nigeria, okay? So let's look at some of these type of vegetables. Some of them, maybe these were kept in well-aerated place, maybe with ambient temperature that they require and so many other things. You can keep them also, all right? Okay, needs for storage. We store produce so we can use them later, isn't it? Yeah, to keep them fresh, right? To prepare for periods of famine. Maybe if we anticipate that may be famine, you know, even the government buy most especially cereals and other produce and then keep them in warehouses in anticipation of famine. Maybe the rainwater may not fall at the time or something like that. But I think when we do more, we shouldn't expect that, God willing, okay? Because today, agriculture is not only seasonal. You can do a lot of agricultural practices throughout the year, okay? You know how to get your water, you know how to do all this using hydroponics, this urban farming. You can grow crops throughout the year, right? Now, to take advantage of surplus or plus at harvest time, when you have so much that you have produced, maybe you have not sold them, instead of wastage, you can preserve them so that you'll be able to sell them much later and then at their best position or at their best, okay? So maybe to prepare for special events and celebration, like as Xmas is coming now, a lot of people will buy foodstuffs and keep in anticipation of the festive period. So if you don't know how to store them, you can buy and they may perish, right? So also for that, and planning for emergencies also. You know, this world has turned to something else. Maybe if there's going to be strike, you know, usually if labor say they are going on strike, many people go and buy foodstuffs and bring in-house. But what of the fresh products? You have to grind them and then start storing them in fridges. What if the electricity, they will spoil? So we have to have a lot of techniques without using the electricity to store them too. There are lots of techniques that we need to learn, okay? Now, also to protect against pests like ants, bugs, rats, and so on, okay? And of course, to avoid food waste. That is paramount, okay? That we need to have knowledge of how we store our foods so that we can avoid food waste, okay? Now, what is the impact of storage? We also address the SDG number 2 so that will help the world to achieve zero hunger, right? Now, creating decent jobs for IDPs, just like we said yesterday, year-round adequate crop availability so that we run away from the bottlenecks of traders and marketers, of escalating price of produce anyhow, okay? So that we can reduce that. Year-round adequate crop availability, reduce importation of vegetables. I think that is one of our purpose, to produce more food that we can eat in the country instead of us importing foods. Any country that imports food don't develop. You know that very well. So our own target and aim is to ensure that we produce the food that we can use in country as Nigerians. It is the first step of growth and development. So it's very important for us to also contribute our quota in doing that. And one of the main reasons that why you are here, so that we'll be able to help the economy of the country grow. Smart farmers. So also to make use of abundant or unused properties as storage facilities, which we have already seen that. We can provide eco-friendly and safe methods of preservation and significantly reduce waste. Also those used items, most of them, you know, they are rubbers. Rubbers actually, they are polyethylene. They don't degrade in the soil easily. So we can keep on using them, okay, using them in such kind of activities, okay? Those PVCs are usually, it takes many years for it to degrade in the soil. If not, some of the hundreds and thousands years before they degrade in the soil. So we can keep on using them that way so that at least we can safeguard the environment, okay? All right, so there are some methods of storage. I said earlier we can dry them, usually like tomatoes, peppers, okay? And like garlic, you can dry garlic, right? Ginger also you can dry it, okay? Usually garlic you store it just the way you store onion because they are the same family, isn't it? So then there is also curing and salting. It's a process through which large amount of common table salt, about 15% by weight, is used to preserve vegetables. You just put the vegetables and you pour salt over them, okay? And then canning is done when vegetables are often cut into pieces, packed in cans, and put through severe heat treatment to ensure the destruction of bacteria and spores, and also create vacuum within that jars, so that they can stay at a time. Maybe some of them can stay up to about 3 months or so, and when you remove them and use them, you still find them fresh, okay, and good to eat. So you also freezing. Freezing is done in the refrigerator by spreading the vegetable in a single layer on a sheet pan or stored in airtight container or freeze bags, so that they still maintain their level at that time. But you know, until we achieve 24/7 electricity in Nigeria, this might not be possible. But since we are transforming into providing solar power also, we can be able to achieve this. So these are some of the methods that we use in storage. Okay? So just some pictures for you to see how they are. These are the dry tabs. Okay, just like we mentioned, peppers, tomatoes, onions, yes, and then even with some dry. Maybe it's watermelon and some other dry leaves like that, like moringa leaves and other things like that, okay? So you can see the canning there, fresh things, you can them and then put them in airtight so that bacteria and some fungus cannot grow on it. See the salting process on carrots, and of course you put them in polyethylenes and put them in, okay, it's just some, yeah, Ziplocs. So drying, we've discussed about it, all right? This way is effective drying. Vegetables, okay, usually we know how we dry things, okay, we've discussed that. Cooling also, methods of cooling. So this is the number I shared with you. If you need more information, and you can contact the company apart from Agrivest to help you do that. So thank you for having time. Okay. Okay, so do we have questions or contributions to make? Okay. 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 These ones or these ones? Okay. Yes. Give him the other. Why is the other? Mike.
Okay, so
Yes.
my name remains Farmer Emmanuel Hezo Chima from Imo State. Contribution. When you said about Nigeria, we don't grind tomato, onion. That is something we call dehydrator. And I dehydrate my onion and I grind it. Not only onion, I dehydrate my cucumber, my cabbage, lettuce, celery, parsley, and some other vegetables. And why is it being dehydrated? We dehydrate it, grind them, and use them for smoothies. Not only using them for salads or for soups. So we dehydrate, grind into powder, and use them. But for onion, we can use them for your barbecue, your suya sauce, or other fried food just for the onion. Yeah. So in Nigeria, we have dehydrators, and I think it's part of the storage, and I think the smart farmers need to know that machines cause dehydrators.
Thank you very much. You see, we are getting this information. I'm sure not me alone. Many of you don't know that we do that in Nigeria. So, smart farmer, Emmanuel, I think you're going to be our focus now to help us also promote your own part of product, so that other Nigerians will know and copy from you, so that we'll be able to help each other in trying to find that way. I don't know that it happens in Nigeria, most especially for the onions, but for other products I know. And then is very important. Share it on your social media handle so that people will learn, and it can be a source of business to you to be able to teach people on doing that. So you can see where we're going. Thank you very much for sharing that. Please, can we appreciate him? Yes, any other person wants to say? Yeah.
Okay, mine is just an appreciation because from what we saw today and from the lessons we've been getting for the past few weeks, my eyes has been opened. The eyes of my mind has been opened to cities that are around us, and the fact that you don't even need a big plot of land. You don't even need a plot of land, first of all, to even start something like this with your little space. Like for those people that said that they wanted to go into barbecue and all of that, just imagine you starting just imagine, okay, you start barbecue now, and then you are the one planting your cabbage. You are able to make your spices yourself. You are able to make your juice yourself. Let's say you add zobo drink, you add clothing to it. This is a business idea.
Smart farmers.
You don't even need to pay anybody to give you any of this. You can start it yourself, and then you can promote yourself to the world. Something happened to me which all of us know about, and I was just saying that thank God for that particular event that happened to me, because if it didn't happen, my mind would not have been open to the multiple opportunities that are around me. So I want to really thank Agrivest for opening our eyes to this.
Thank you very much. Please appreciate her. Before you talk, let me add one thing. Let me touch something that most of you think is just a seasonal crop or fruit that we only use and forget about it, while we can make a lot of business out of it. In Nigeria, we are blessed today with fabrication centers. Like if you see a machine, we call them technology incubation centers. In some states, I think we have that. And once you see a machine, those engineers can fabricate something for you like that, so that you'll be able to use locally and then do a lot of things. Have you ever thought that the mango, mango is seasonal. If you move around most of our state, you see a lot of mango plantation where they carry mangoes in baskets and take it to market. Some of them will rotten and useless them, and only people use that mango, cut it with knife or chew it and throw something. Do you know that mango can employ more than 1 million people in Nigeria? When we remove the mango and make fresh mango juice, okay? I challenge you, smart farmers, by the time you get out here, write to appropriate banks, the development bank of agriculture or industry, so that you start thinking of doing mango juice plant in a small cottage company and start and see that, market it and see you will grow in how you will grow in 1 year. It's something doable. We are strongly behind you. We are going to support you to do that. Not only mango, there are other fruits that we can also, yes, cashew also, and guava. You go to Bank of Industry or Bank of Agriculture, write to them, and we will help you link up to the True All Farmers Association of Nigeria to make sure that we get such kind of support to do that. And if we can get from our own level, if it is not too expensive, we can start at that level and then promote it. But one basic thing before you start doing all that is that if you are developing any edible item, something that people will take as food, you have to also register with NAFDAC. When you start, they have to certify you. The environment where you produce such kind of things have to be approved by NAFDAC. You have to know all those processes. When you are doing that, we can put you through doing that, so that we can begin to see young industrialists from this Agrivest event. So that because there are a lot of plugs we need to put to make sure that we have changed your thinking and change the narrative in the country, so that we begin to see small cottage industries that could in future grow to larger industries in the country, so that we can transform the economy of the country. Thank you very much. Be thinking about that. Yes. Okay. Yes.
I just want to add to what Harira said.
Yes.
First of all, my name is, let me address myself as ambassador. My name is Ambassador Zakari Suleiman Enagi. I'm from Niger State. From what we have learned so far since the beginning of this program, it have widened my scope of thinking. Because in my place, it's like we have been wasting land. Like in my own house, in my own father's house, we have our backyard is wasting. We are not doing anything with it. So after I left here, there are many. I will first start with my own house, that I will make sure everything is put in place, and also nearby people, so that they will see the influence, or they will see the positive things that I have learned from Agrivest. That's the first what I want to say. Second thing is I want to stand for everyone and say this. You made mention that after we leave here, you will all of us, or most of us, they are going to take us to the academic on vertical farming. So I want to ask a question as the Sariki of the house. Yes. So is it all the smart farmers plus both that are evicted, or we that are here now, or those that will remain next week, or they are going to select people?
Thank you very much. We told you at the beginning we have a lot for you. A lot for you. Let me repeat myself and then put it in record. Already we have a partner that is going to train 100,000 smart farmers in Nigeria. So even those who applied did not go to audition, and those who attended the audition, and you who were in this house, and those evicted, they are not up to 100,000. So it means you are going to co-opt other people outside this to be able to achieve that. And that is why they say that after this event, they will select 5 of you, the last 5 who remain here, to Germany to be trained as ambassadors in doing that business. So for the return, they will be ambassadors to be trained in those clusters of youth there. That is one aspect of it. 2, what I told you for you, you know, it's not everybody wanted to do this vertical farming or urban farming. It's not everyone. Maybe you may choose to do only fisheries. Maybe you may choose to do poultry. Maybe you may choose to be a rice farmer. Or there are so many commodities. So if you choose an area that is not related to this one, you may not be likely be part of it. Those interested to that, and they are part of this who were in this house, whether evicted, whether remain, because all of you will be evicted except one person who will be a winner. But even the winner will be evicted finally. Is he going to, or is she going to remain here? So all of you will come and go, but you are part of this system. You are all our ambassadors. You are very right to say you are an ambassador. Yes, you are. You are Agrivest ambassador. So I'm telling you, anybody who has interest in this vertical farming training, we are going to provide for you to go to the academy, either online or physically. You can go in there and then be trained on this. So we are ready for you. And I will still tell you, even the seeds you are going to use for you to start, we can provide that to you. You don't need to look for it. I'm sure the national president of AFAN is hearing, is listening, is watching me now. I'm saying this on his behalf. That yes, even the seeds we are going to do the plant, most of these things, they are going to provide it for you. You are our starters. And we believe, we know that you are committed enough to take the challenge and then deliver. We are sure you are not going to fail Nigeria. We know. So for that, you are going to get the support to do that. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
All I want to do is appreciate you, sir, and thank you for opening my eye on vertical farming, and because you are the first person that introduced vertical farming to me. And the first time you introduced, I didn't know the name was vertical farming until here. Before I call it magic farming, because you said in a small place you can harvest hectares, trailers of yams. I was very, very surprised. I was eager to know how this is done, and now I know it's not magic. It's vertical farming and it's urban farming, and it's very, very easy. Everyone can do it. If I can do it, then everyone can do it. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. It's only God that will bless you.
Please appreciate him. Thank you so much. Any other person want to say anything?
Yes, sir. My name is Abagi Margaret. It's just to contribute as well. I have got to know that some crops are not, and they are not seasonal crops. With urban farming, we can plant them anytime. Yes. There's some period where we used to have some scarcity of crops, like tomatoes, and then other crops. But with this knowledge I have gained, I'll have it all the time. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, too. Yes. Any other person? Yes, okay.
Any other person? Peace. Okay, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
My name is Peace Joseph from Kogi State. What I just want to say is that it's my first time hearing of vertical farming, actually, but I pick interest in it. When I was shouting, barbecue, I want to barbecue, but I'll change my mind.
Okay, thank you very much. So as we go along, there are many techniques that we could do and try to advance in agribusiness, actually. Our own aim, I think we need to change the narrative. You know, we have been saying it for a long time that, you see, if you say agri and you add the culture there, people think you are still hanging behind, right? Yes. But when you say agribusiness, it involves all the value chains related to what you are producing. And when we don't call it agribusiness, or we don't push it to agribusiness, it is only we produce, maybe export it if possible, or consume it, and that's the end of it. No. We need to know how to produce it, process it, market it, and then store it. Yes, we have to know all that tripartite relationship. Produce, process, and market. So within that triangle, there are a lot of processes that takes place, and it can generate a lot of employment. Okay, I believe we have convinced you that the cry we do that there is no employment, it is only when we are just spoiled children. But we know that there are opportunities out there to do a lot of things. And I want you, and I challenge you to take that opportunity and tell other youth that it is not true. There are a lot of jobs waiting for us there. someone told me, and I had it in several places, that someone says, maybe a white man, that that God we are talking of, maybe is a Nigerian. Yes, yeah, that God we are talking of, that the white man says, the God we are talking, that God is a Nigerian. Why? Because Nigeria is blessed with so many things. Our own problem, can I say it slowly or what? Okay, let me say it loudly, it's leadership. When our leaders guide us well, we'll be the greatest country in the world. And who are the leaders? You. So we believe we are developing the leaders. If you think the positive way, I think we will grow. Yeah. And I think for us, we are doing our own contribution to that. And the only thing you could do for us is to take the challenge and do it. Yes. A lot of you are already business people. You see, some people will think of, I'm doing this, maybe I need to get out of the box and do this and that. You see, any business is a business. Any business is useful. So let us go into the various, help others, draw others, employ them. Okay, I'm seeing you, just like I said on the first day you came in, I told you I will be very happy to knock onto someone's office and say, oh, guy, I come to greet you. Wow. Yes. So that is what I'm looking forward to. And I'm sure that by now, I've begun to see such people in front of me. So my legs cannot carry me much because I'm staying in front of my future leaders. Yes. Smart farmers. Farm money. Smart farmers. Farm money. I'm sure you're going to make us proud. By God's grace. For us in Agrivest and our team, we are proud of you. Thank you, sir. We know no matter what, even if not 100%, 99.9% of you will make a change. We have, if I'm not mistaken, we have big farmers already here. Yes. Is it true? Yes. Yes. Please, I'm requesting those big farmers here who are already established to use you as a team to create partnership for us to say that we're serious. This is just the beginning. Smart farmers. Farm money. We hail you. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Viewers and listeners, this is enough for today's episode. Thank you very much for listening and watching us. I think I will allow the house to continue on the event. Thank you very much, honey. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Yahaya, for coming back here and impacting knowledge onto our lovely smart farmers. And a big thank you to Vertical Farms Limited for providing us with the slides used. Thank you, Dr. Yahaya. Smart farmers. Farm money. Smart farmers. Farm money. How Nadi? Okay, before I come back to you guys, I need to say one or two to our lovely Agrivesters out there. So some of you have concerns. So no, I'm talking to you people here, but also for those that have been with us from day one of this project, thank you so much for believing and sticking by your screens and follow through and learning, and I hope you are implementing as well. So yes, smart farmers, do not forget that 50% of your votes and also 50% of activities done in this house, including this session, is what would make you remain in the Agrivest mansion. So it's not about your vote. Your vote is only 50%, just 50%. So you may have the highest vote. If you're not doing so in the activities and you're not accumulating points for yourself, Oyo is your case. Yes. That does not qualify you. So I hope the person who was asking question about that gets the message. So it's not about the money, it's about the impact. So we need to see that you are doing well for you to remain here. So also, smart farmers, how well are we doing right now? Between me and you, our conversation.
Great.
No, 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 no. You know me and you now. I told you guys I don't like all this one. Let's have conversation. When I ask questions, don't give me great and fine. No. Excuse me, give Arira the microphone. Thank you very much. So, regarding our conversation, how are we doing? Our conversation between me and you people.
Yes, we are working on it. Yesterday we were able to get ideas, and today we are supposed to have rehearsals so that would get everything in check. Everyone is thinking of what they can bring out from their imaginative and creative mindset. And today we are going to have rehearsals because yesterday you made some corrections based on what you saw, and the corrections have been implemented. So we just need to have rehearsals today.
Okay, so do we have a time for the rehearsal?
Yes, immediately after this class, we are having the rehearsals.
Okay. Are we working with this place or? It should be in the night so that people will sleep and see smart farmers. News flash. Plenty of you have lost points today. And guess what? Saturday is eviction. Today is what again?
Thursday.
Today is what again?
Thursday.
Okay. So yes, to have your favorite smart farmer remain in the house, you can go to agrivestrealitytv.com agrivestreality.ng and vote for your favorite smart farmer. agrivestreality.ng agrivestreality.ng again to vote for your favorite smart farmer against the eviction this Saturday. So again, let's come back to where we are. Okay, go on.
Okay, so basically, since you said everything should be creativity and innovation, so we had to crack our brains yesterday, and we are supposed to have rehearsals today. So after this class, we are supposed to have rehearsals, but basically it seems some of us are already having some chooks in our stomach.
What's the challenge?
So that night time from 8 p.m. we'll be gathered in the lounge and then we'll rehearse properly. Because the thing is, some people, their ideas are going to be like as a group. For some people, their ideas are going to be individually. So after this, I'm going to give everybody an opportunity and then time for them to work on whatsoever they are going to present, so that by 8 p.m. it will be like we are having a finished product already, not so much corrections and more corrections.
Okay. You know I believe in you guys, right? You know I believe in you guys. Right, so very much. That's why I would have said no problem. 8 p.m. we meet, right? I'll be wild, right?
Yes,
okay.
You will.
No problem. So there, lovely Agrivesters, we have a surprise coming for y'all. Fingers crossed, because the smart farmers are coming. They are coming. They're here actually, but wait for them. You will see the goodness that's inside of these guys. They are amazing, I promise you. I've not... If I start talking about smart farmers, it'll be me like my cry. Guys, I love you guys.
We love you too, honey.
You guys are one of the amazing beings I've come across the whole of this year. I'm not capping. So, please, let's keep this energy, and by 8, let's see. No, you're not saving it. You're going to work. That's the excuse you guys gave me now. Chevy? Because I even wanted to excuse you that you were using the whole night too, but then it's fine. By 8, I'll be wowed, and I'm sure whoever's watching is going to be wowed. So I believe in you guys, and fingers crossed for what you have. Let's go and perfect what we are already working on, all right? See you guys.
Thank you.
you don't get your own people ready. Meg, how far?
Together, let us build a resilient, sustainable, and food-secure future for our nation, Nigeria, Africa, and the world at large. My name is Yul Edochie, and this is the Agrivest Reality TV Challenge. Nigeria, Africa, and the world at large. Today I come before you to emphasize in our society and the urgent need for collaborative support in ensuring food security. Agriculture isn't just a sector, it's the bedrock of our sustenance.
All right. Okay, all right. It's about time. May we speak English small, Abby? It's about time. Small farmers. Small farmers. What is our response to small farmers called? That's right. Smart farmers. Smart farmers. Are we ready for today? Who they mimic my voice?
I said yes.
Oh, but it has to be you now. It has to be you. Anyway, so it's another day and we're still back on the vertical farming. Who's excited? And our lovely Agrivesters out there, like you already know, welcome back to Agrivest Reality TV Challenge, where agriculture meets innovation, creativity, and technology. And today we're back again to complete what we have started yesterday. Lessons 101 on vertical farming. So I hope you all are ready with your books and your pen to pick all that you need to be smart farmers. Yes. So without further ado, because we're a little bit behind schedule, I'd like to call on Dr. Yahya, our in-house resource person, to take us through another important section of our vertical farming. Thank you. So give it up, small farmers, for Dr. Yahya.